Snapper, as I said, a peculiar 3 points. It's your new opponent. Now, Mekase, Opo Peo, we all have started it. You have started Ayema, Mikel Arteta pressure. So, Sequoia Tottenham Hotspur but now you can't derby a big rivalry once more. Then people really started anticipating, say, Arsenal, Mikel Arteta beat me, I drop points. But right after set line up on the buy, and on my coach to Facebook say, Arsenal win easy. We've been
line up now.
Yeah. From Spurs line up now. Why do you say no? Arsenal be win the game. Man, found only venue ni baby omo kobo boni game. I just said say Arsenal be win the game. We say only said the game na kwa no. And your first time was City ebe close Arsenal ni throughout the season no. Arsenal actually was 6. It be about 4. It's not the first time I ever be drew baby we say.
Not to me.
Now the dynamics na kwa no yaw. Men person me kasa to say who for. And so me the Arsenal bet to about 65% chance premiership no money beat me agi.
Okay.
Only say obetimi aye do be bia say oh City asa bawi those situations ni be see. Sa na madwene kire me. E ka de ahunu na be ye more pa. But still me hu ni say Arsenal be premiership no. Na osha paper or ya DB on the squad no me kon game no so. But my man started with Arsenal at the end of the year, I just went out through lineup and I said, say, oh, easy. And the elbow Martin Odegaard and started. And I'm a fat 2 players and he say, no, we me no crown, I go by no. And then the topic and I'm in it. Me no differences in it. I tried making a small research about these 2 players because naturally 2 attacking minded midfielders. Now, me who's pest, I shifted a free back of Paulina, no. Radu Dragusin, and then of course Mickey Van de Ven. Free what you hormono. And also the 5 Ababijin and Finfi stretching and spreading across the entirety of the midfield, both wings and centrally. Centrally, Obosa Bisuma, not the Gallagher Akaho. Now on the way for no, we about Jet Space, no about Archie Gray. Top 2 no aye Kolomwani and Xavi Simons. But yo, Xavi Simons already South Ball FIFA as a midfielder, not just a space almost 3-6-1. Now why was 6 in so. Now you didn't come out why in the course of the week Arsenal and Mikel Arteta airplane ye dwendwene space ho on beba chale you come so over the counter beba and also beba so the permutations at the technical meeting Mikel Arteta be suggested say I'll be going for Eze and you Odegaard for this game. Because me no differences and say Odegaard or they kind of said the controller nubia in terms of midfield up control or say unya more balance on the ball and Odegaard. Yeah, me no differences kakra me research no. Odegaard dey ni dikan no. And na Eberechi Eze dey and na watch no. Now Usha, I'm not finding free Crystal Palace so at the time na all baby Arsenal and na fight. So naturally I'm a primary role no. Also we a central midfielder. And on my way no attacking. I must start no high volume passing, tempo control pressing, and the Odegaard ne there. But dribbling the ball carrying, you fan cuts across 20-30 meter distances, and you is it yet. And then positioning, deep midfield or right half space. It will be kind of half number 18, you know, and Martin Odegaard. But advanced positions, wide and in the box. What will say Odegaard goes in our shiny no say no attack box room pa. Now the box room are quite different from Eze. Eze naturally he engages the box as a late attacker. So mama few goals be our shiny movement and positioning mediama Shadrach. O my share no kakrebi. Then you understand the little differences and Mikel Arteta of Eze against Spurs.
Because last year November you cry almost first leg. Emirates is in a ball hat trick against Tottenham.
Oh, holding her.
Never was only 2 goals.
Nice, hold it here. What will go away say? A tournament. Oh, maybe a Eze.
Ojina box maybe about penalty.
Good, but no nation go no.
Yes.
Now for any position, no me yanko or no the so. Ombo play no nation baby Eze no. This position belongs to a natural number 9. Baby Ojina say number 9 for there. But how he engages the box no. And Mami who say he's quite very similar to a second striker instead of be a typical 10 crowd. Then you bring goal to say Firmino type no to some Muller type no but when I quite English boy into ultimate dribble a quick ball carry kakraka ho unlike Muller there or box so watch here oh maybe a football so also in the same sport that 6 meter yards as a 6 meter distance between be a penalty box no and maybe 18 yard no arc no ho no e no picking the ball so
be a first leg November no yeah
and the 4-1 first one I don't go so yeah she maybe or she go so for free so in terms of dynamics Mikel Arteta me who says so she team will be loading finfi I mean loading finfi obi by playing another central midfielder in Odegaard. I don't need a conductor. I don't need a controller. I don't need a fundamentalist, somebody who caters for my passes. But I need goals and creativity.
Okay.
That is what Eze brings on board. So Spurs for loading FIFA, you can call about 5 midfielders and 1 FIFA, not the same as about so. But Eze presence in internal, you are always expecting goals. Offensive pressure. Watch him. Also, she go box in the Munkwa. And I said, oh, Mikel Arteta yejuma. Yes, Pep Guardiola so yejuma. Me can't Pep yejuma na o ye ni bi achiro. But yejuma na Arteta ye na me bona baso nyina no. Baby o hono mo dia yawo. Onyire ne ho. Le hono na misuro kakra no.
Arteta.
Ane
ye dia ya.
Onu say ye wo 10 overs e obo mu. 10 overs at the timer we lose ball. Just say ye 10 game no over no. We lose about 10 overs. Now, but 3 ways are you 10 over the game. Somebody crown ya bayre waje. So pass ya Akomeah agogo. No pass ya che or ya intercept pass and so ya che. But the third one, ya discuss no at the technical meeting because we are offside. Ya jump on free ho. We are offside.
Mo fan say no 10 over.
Good. But the other need more coaching. Now, Arsenal 10 overs. Your BBS I can say 10 over margin. That is the differences between forced 10 over and committed 10 over. Forced 10 over, yeah, there we are pressure. The goal can't tell you any a crowd oba and you're forced. Now pass a coach. And you be beyond to wow, Jemu.
There no duress.
And there no duress. Cut for brofo. Now I said bonache. Nina, no, unfortunately, Arsenal for
committee. To me.
Yo, enka me yamu no su. Basa wa to na so wusu dia. That is the problem now. You should try be bro. You be bre answer in your solution no. I want to talk about this because Pep Guardiola those little errors no. So the team. Let's talk about 10 overs was in the team no. And it happens to be revolving around key members of the squad. And twa kra no aka say wu tu no fo. But what I say. A two senior team player o yes I can why the kokro say you want to be nka.
Okay.
As I feel the no you be say pass I can.
Wow.
Yeah, be you be say pass I can. Obo say pass or no who so say pass.
Ti saka mo botto twene a difficult man Teta so obeka.
Make on the field no, player to player.
Okay, player nya say be from manager.
No, manager dey say
but say be saka about to twene a difficult man be to say be easy. Pero hen kapi.
O ka say dey saka. Abobo no show can dey na saka. Gabriel aye mistake. Why na kadre I want to see that person. I no na be hu the mistake no an kokoro ti akire o. Oh no dey ade ne watch these circumstances. When the name who know. This is what I have been referring to.
10 overs win.
10 overs, you know, especially committed. Look at this. We're about the battle force or because of committed because in both situations they are gifting our goals. You are not telling me you want to win the league. When you want to win the league, you don't commit such errors.
Okay.
Anybody or try some dynamism. But why has it continuing continuously? Look, again, the boy actually. First of all, hold it. You said hold it, and I'm gonna cheat.
So we Arsenal, Manchester United. The Carrick, I got show more 3-2 no.
Yeah, watch the load. And you're 3-2. Raya Beckham 4-2. So where's the pressure?
Unforced errors.
And then you kind of set 10 over margin. The year would G. And the other channel differences. And you would just grab the Anwaka Yankee can't hold them. But we're committed. Nobody really puts you under much pressure. You are not telling us, maybe I see in a cave in the Juno, Opposite League. You know. Now, Shadrach can call and you will a door's room. So, we now a problem now. Mind you, over to Newcastle anymore, and Chibia, Man City anymore. I think they still have Chelsea.
Sunday.
These are all some of the games that are anymore. Watch this. And I know once a flick by catcher say, what did the players and I can say about dangerous turnovers? The word dangerous already can hold. Look at this area. Once when you been there forced, you know. When and absolutely you have no chance of recovering because Charles these are the situations I will dribble chair born show and I say some kind game we are Zubimendi and look at players and say no Declan Rice Zubimendi Gabriel it when the two of team I'm gonna caucus out dressing room watch other members no these boys Declan Rice then I'll catch on midfielder Zubimendi by so crabo is and it's a day now for be just say pate wa ha because Pateno or Declan Rice obia no my seniority ni show if let's come on remember just say Declan Rice born ache so yeah Arsenal are very 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 serious. These errors you don't recover them. Watch this situation where I didn't just say be under pressure where Gabriel or the chair Van Olsen against Bournemouth now make a secret being show teams na this right Arsenal ni nyina no wase ho Spurs for more.
Yes. Wolves
for more. Competition been a Bournemouth to by fee. And yet it's a tongue. Oh, but I'll go on no their tassel. They are not primed for the title. That's my point.
Let's say Wolves equalize and a crown fee and down forced error.
Show TV this way.
Yeah.
When I no. And it's a problem for Mikel Arteta and the boys. Other than that, yeah. Absolutely. The team offensive zone hold him there. Or yeah, right, kakra or per dynamism or per balance any day. But the rate defensively method and this team has been defined by defensive brilliance. When attack on the and how solid they've been. You bomb 5 for Basso, you bought Tim Babasso, a coach who's really converted 4 natural centre backs. In a defensive structure, yet how do they concede all these cheap goals? Opposite league title right now another may common City game so Pep Guardiola Jumana war Pep the bia the way juniors I mean you see my Pep bill but me no yeah be say juniors could be near anymore oh no yeah juniors be near anymore but my point in say each and every day be a Pep or be oh yeah young coach na person so be from Borussia Dortmund na Haaland ban you can say oh yeah we can say on your technical forward.
Okay.
Or you're so raw. Medina to Giroud Munina, but then say no, Pepper Haaland game no, you who other side of the game. Game Ben a year born now by Fifi about link up player. A massive in your phone.
It's a Newcastle, yeah.
Oh, weekend we go ma O'Reilly a shame. So who is O'Reilly? Natural primarily a left back. But how Pep changing the profile and by Fifi. Now he's engaging the boy more times in the box. Because when you say the team now quite my Shadrach formation boy. When you saw about 4-1-3-2. About 4-1-3-2. Me shading of say Pep Guardiola. He's doing everything he know. He's reinventing some of the things. Shadibi has said mommy.
Yeah.
About 4-1-3-2. Now the S say 2 na that top no. One more basically a roller and you really engaging and occupying the box on Kwana Yema Mushene Haaland Juma. You kick on yaw. Their roles do change. It won't for highlighting in fan bra. Nasha baby Haaland far born or dema O'Reilly. But before born the Haaland hormone checking the part the triangle. But it's yes a triangle, need part triangle never finish one as well and can we pick away. A playmaking triangle near they build it and then you're finishing. Patriotti I say. When are they about to finish and when are they about to playmaking? But in this case, a Semenyo Haaland and a playmaking, you know, not really about a finish. That is a perfect triangle, but Pep has changed it by virtue of their rules. And he's gotten some of these boys scoring.
Okay, it's same here. Haaland big na box no mona center backs no ebe yere ne dia on for center backs in pin free box nim no more man can found question say Harry Kane the be
yeah asabno no summarize no asabno okay say mrebu
Newcastle game say how long pa Bobby Dan na no run the pan ni be ntama say or Jack go ball no yeah
so Pep is doing all things possible side Jumano first let Doku Savino more primarily and you some yes I dey twetwe fama ye na me family think antum highlight no me sanka na me person use highlight no do extra we be ketwa bi one will say when Obalenki are playing na all kono nyamo
against Fulham no
against Fulham nyamo me answer ni
yeah
shamo me answer wow so even Haaland crying to me and Kobo
for mo can to
yes and watch the triangle we say no some prepare we Fulham game there on some prepare another triangle we no make no Haaland Semenyo and then O'Reilly on prepare radio no go na O'Reilly share no Haaland cross no on fairness so mama
really ni baba ya say unsung weapon be
the movement in Pep etimi dey find a balance and unpredictability because when you say Haaland ye number 9 you be bullying you be say all the Rudiger mo ye no now Pep catch a boy they say one move you be how move but in order to move well it's other elements of the game no who to make the back on board it be say crosses watch this it be where a final third pass oh it is on your number 9 be and I yes when final third pass only who nyansa you cannot play that role for Pep Guardiola me say triangle we no manya perfect on final cross no see so
yes
and also look at the three people about orchestrating no we didn't am say ahwe no on for the other one in bra so they know see so you understand say Haaland Semenyo or really no say nye adano fu am kwan eto ye esa be to nra so no say Pep Guardiola nyame manager we he's always reinventing something no machine no bobo as a DM one of the best DMs alongside Alonso in Benitez 4-2-3-1 almost sana Lucas Leiva na beka ho na Samas Criano no cause pain or say no me show aggression no me show tackles me show energy am no because central defense but me wo boy bi wo vision ese wo in Sergio Busquets na me fa no number finfin omomi enu nyina are excellent in their roles obi achieve to the highest level Mashano Jan Finfina will feed the whole grass or further right now. He's gotten to the top level. Watch this go. Yeah, triangle in here. She go to toilet now or really a shame. Or the by first one on your way in America. I think this is the goal. Oh. No. Where you go, but near with me.
Haaland here cross
on me before one Haaland or one anybody my Haaland. Who triangle on the oh, I'm farmer. Who released that ball to Haaland? I don't know. Watch it here. Okay, now hold it. Hey, any pass I want something okay.
Perfect. Semenyo so bring it back. Hold it. True pass now. Odi can one seven.
Hold it.
So only quality.
On family Semenyo hono na kapa the person okay. Yeah. On family Semenyo hono.
We want to use a FIFA mumo na don't be say.
Ah, yo. On family watch it here. Hold it here.
Because obi obeko for the sample pass that is Odema Bernardo Silva. And now to Rodri. And now back pass to Ruben Diaz. And also to the rings beam. Maybe Mateus Nunes. But to fish Haaland between and I say sandwiched in the blocks. Two players in there.
Now make my cover number 9 in Semenyo about the goals. Pepper said no, you goes to no corner the be here. But it would be apart from goal now ocean. Oh, what for be that is final third passing. Demedema we on young word you may be or maybe be crying now born a quacotonet.
And into no more car say I don't know Semenyo no and you be and it will be.
Yeah.
Okay, say Semenyo by City Place and say Pep Nankasa can say Semenyo the idea be bar City team no money be. So they say Kevin De Bruyne like true passes be.
That is a playmaker. Now Semenyo ko box to no on only players say we are second boss pa. But na pese pass na Semenyo de ma Haaland no na pese ko na ya me chiro position bi e wo ho ansa na yakọ. Before obele ball no reverse pass no. How many players credit to reverse pass at FSC? But you pass no me sa so wan de foforo bi. Before Semenyo be release pass na me pe hono no. Before ha say obenya dia ba. Me be chiro ade wa ya. Watch it here. Hold it here. Now baby are already jina. She referee left.
Yeah.
And your friend late attacker. So they are preparing the ball, but dressing room no himself prepare ball no.
Oh, to yeah.
As a man Haaland prepare. The only playmakers right now. So he knows he has to occupy the box.
Okay, so
he has to occupy the box next. But the timing of your movement will bet the position into thinking say Haaland no kwashe and now also say reconnect you be. Watch this go. And I watch check first goal so I so call late is so once I feel walk. I feel watch the Haaland be
very late. To the energy free actually never pimo.
So Pep is doing something very different from what we've seen and getting the best out of all these players. And all it says to us, and they say, or Simon Arteta. This is what it tells us. He's finding ways to score. Apart from the traditional goal scorers, you know. He's still finding he's getting every little detail from his players. All the little you'll be able to media piano, bring everything on board. Yeah, last 2 years already done so to box go. Obiano so a left back and a change so the Kakabas also Fifi. Now he's playing like Bernardo Silva against Madrid. No about box room, about pinball in the Asher out of nowhere, and he's shooting. Nobody's talking about Tijani Reinders. And Pep is a manager. Yeah, I love to watch this guy.
Whoa, new, may I say, Steve Bray.
Yeah, a very beautiful conversation on the Pep Guardiola and Neoma all year to reclaim the Premiership title. Now, the post-game comment against Newcastle, I'll say he's loving the way Haaland Ebobo Nisisi. Why? Because he's not the targets man. You see, the faces of coaching. So you'll be open the other side of football. You enjoy coaches and Ejuma Omoye. The things were getting difficult for him, so he needed a real poacher because now City, the number of ball almost serve it to the D zone, a Dawson, but one and what the clinical touch. So what's your profile? Obey in the box all the time. Aguero emphasize amount because he will enjoy playing. I don't think that Pep Guardiola Julian Alvarez said uncle because at that point the profile he was looking for Haaland, he will be there, the services will come. Haaland in your player will hear too many touches to score because of how position him. Anyhow the right services come. Now so predictable in terms of Haaland, how I'll be born the game no into you're finding a different way. But sometimes your players being managers be they will need competition and sana what's who the next phase of them.
Okay.
Into be very reluctant kakra. The Pep Guardiola, like I said, the best rivalry Awenya is against Jurgen Klopp. Why? Because or the a different star initially. So I say all the time or check games or call into matches the normal routine but against Liverpool he would have to think and overthink how he will stop Salah, Firmino and Mane. Waka on numerous occasions because of Jurgen Klopp game now on any ball. Now Mikel Arteta you maybe say but we need a first title in the Premier League. So a pushing to go in big for players a more proven Premier League experience. Sana Premier League, ne record net here. Proven Premier League players or Munimba in the Chelsea's days of dominance, of actually go from where? Arsenal. Proven Premier League. Into Manchester United, a toy with players in I said to myself, say, United in here proving Premier League players.
And yes,
that is yes.
Yes.
The same platform, a couple of months ago, I'd rather go in for Oli Watkins than Benjamin Sesko. Yeah. And Manchester United, me agent for Sesko, they never come because of Oya Young. He needs to develop. The chaos at United, any time for a young player to develop. But Oli Watkins, a proven Premier League experience. Into the experience they've gathered in the Premier League, and that's what Watao. When you hear the Maris, Jamie Vardy, Dems, N'Golo Kante, they had a proven Premier League experience. And Sana Chelsea are cashing in. And Sana Manchester City echo. Now City Krona Sana Baby. Wakofa play the offshore, buy. But what now achieve very new women in cricket, then I need to switch up. And Wakofa Antoine Semeyo.
Magay.
Now, even Matthews Nunes. I knew your midfield, but at some point, or deploying as a right back. The Premier League experience, that is what we are talking about. Into this title chase in it will go down the wire, and Sunday decided. Tottenham for CB. Or your position or Modena. Until for Tottenham, any justification. How many big games and Arsenal attacking trial and as a quartet, a prove your momentum. Say about big game, big boys in him say Arsenal or Mushe goes, they are deciding the game. You don't see that. But previously, you get Riyad Mahrez, Aguero, and they will prove to you say they are in for the title. Into where they are just a showboating against a side or a breathless.
People say Tottenham means me ma Arsenal. The match now no more.
No, don't me mobia. Don't me mobia.
But I'm more so. Na mo Arsenal na Barcelona go say Spurs mom na Arsenal.
Be bought game no chef for there you give credit to. So I'm giving credit
to Arsenal, but if you say
yes,
Tottenham in the form
on your team, wouldn't be a discussion on how good Arsenal is. I'm not going to go to that.
But to the crowd say, I'm saying game no man now on at the right time because probably Arsenal are the best team in Europe.
I share a clip of coach try say only Van de Ven Casa say push here na play an original. There's a conquer at Spurs. I be do munya and they until they are relegated. Who they need somebody coach in a pa.
Coach is as will be few. Coach Awaba won the first game. First game. We in any cry.
The players have too much power. They have too much power.
I'm saying Thomas Frank no say oba betting aye adwuma ba oba no bones no say dua bia woni sibre.
They have too much power. Spurs no players here wo hoi any team na nkasa no omu need that level na also omu behave the way omu behave no. They are supposed to be the Atletico Madrid or the Premier League. But for 2 successive seasons omu flirting with relegation. And o check it the last 5 teams are more threatening relegation threatening clubs now. I feel say West Ham, Nottingham Forest, I were the far power to avoid relegation more than Spurs. That's how I see it. She gave no money Liverpool Forest. Why she Tottenham in any game or more prove that stubborn or more so potent to say that is what we want to do. So points gap is 2 points.
So Ufano from 16th about West Ham 18th now 4 points that's a pretty normal.
Leeds United Ebeco safety. Spurs are a likely candidate for the drop. And the attitude against a new manager, our first game in the chairman say they are not ready to stay up. They are not ready to stay up. West Ham United, West Ham, they equally have quality. So our quality number to bear. Now almost fight as a unit. Don't be surprised to see Spurs drop. EPL no award he be a threaten for 3 seasons. They will go. Newcastle Mokobi and Masamba. Spurs are bad drew the second highest point of European football, Europa League. And I'm saying Ange Postecoglou no nyade. So clearly a club lack a real ambition. They don't know what they want and they don't know what is good for them at what point in time. And to Jose Mourinho by on the eve of a cup final and almost Akino and almost Ange by and also Europa League in the third season a better than the second season because like I say mostly he wins something in the second season and or Europa League, but they were struggling domestically. So teams this are a struggle. One, down to manager, and how team adapted to two competitive competitions. In as much as a club will be a small,